Hello, friends. Welcome to Morning Brew with me. And as you know that I like to analyze what I read in the news today along with you. So let's go to the main news here. Let's read it out. And I'm reading it on my mobile. And as I'm reading it, you can also view it. And by the way, friends, I'm live and you can send me your messages because we are live in 6 social media platforms, and you can use the text function to send in your message. It will display here just below my screen down below, and I will read and address your question. So I think we cannot start our day without mentioning very little about the Russia Ukraine crisis. And the most hilarious part is that today US is telling India not to have any relationship with Russia. And as a citizen of India, I find it very, very hilarious. Just as a side comment that US is trying to do everything to prolong the war. They are actually fueling the war, and they expect another large country like India not to have a non-aligned stand. They want us to do their bidding, which is not right, I think, from a democratic country to expect from another democratic country. So I think that is my view on this US Ukraine crisis. While this is going on, I think whatever is happening in the world today is a game of chess. So you can imagine very well that a lot of equations are being drawn, and a lot of people are now have started visiting India in hope of renewing some sort of you know some sort of uh, you know uh, some sort of relationship with India. So moving on, I think on the business section, I want to basically talk about the business section. And here again, in today's the main item is on the Bitcoin. As you can see that the Bitcoin is again in the news, and as you know that the India is planning to launch their own digital currency, which is called e-rupee, by middle of this year. I think that things will get very, very exciting once that happen, because e-rupee will be completely digital. It will be controlled by RBI, and we will know exactly how much inflation e-rupee creates. So I think it's very exciting news. Let's look at what else is happening. Well, I think today is the last date of filing the tax return. Today is 31st of March. So if you have not filed your tax returns so far, I think it's the right time to file the tax returns. I think that is a most important item. And I think there are a lot of news about some securities are doing well, like Axis Bank is doing well, while others may not be doing too well. I think it's a mixed bag today in the stock market. And there is something to do with gold pricing. As you know that the war between India and Russia is basically not India and Russia, sorry, Ukraine and Russia. The Russia has already secured their investment in terms of gold. So I think some hedging is going on gold also, because I think it must be being planned by the countries who are involved to ensure that the valuation of the gold is reduced, so that the riches of Russia can also be reduced. So because the Russians have been sanctioned, and I think that is the news around that. So I think these small things happens in the world, and we don't realize how important these things are, but I think it affects. And the great news today is about the increase in valuation of Indian rupee. The Indian rupee has much is stronger today as compared to dollars. It has gained by 23 rupees, uh, 23 paisa, I beg your pardon. And because of that, the Indian rupee is getting stronger. So I think it's a good news overall, and the strategy of India is working in their favor, because we are a large economy with a lot of domestic production and also a lot of domestic consumption at the same time. So I think all in all, this improve in rupee price is good for us. And when the e-rupee is launched by middle of this year, I think the rupee will get even more stronger. And also, the foreign minister of Russia is expected to visit India, and I think one of the main agenda is to have a swappable rupee with ruble. So I think that is also very, very important. So friends, if you have any comment on this one, you can straight away send me a message and I will read it here on my screen, and I will also display your message here. What else? Well, another thing is there's a lot of news about the stock market, because I think people are trying to consolidate their positions in the stock market. And well, the great news is for the youngsters. The For the first time, the Visa has launched a product for youngsters, which is basically a Visa card for teenagers specifically. So this is a great news. The youth power of India has a role to play, and therefore this is a great news, because the teenagers will be able to have their small expenses paid out through Visa card, which is also which is a great news. I like it. There are almost 300 million children in India, and out of which I think one third would be teenagers. So there's 100 million teenagers in India. It's a good market segment for Visa to attract, and they will be issuing the special Visa credit card for teenagers. So friends, I think this is all for today. I think these are the main items, and this is Morning Brew of Akulmach, and I like to read what is important in the area of business along with you. If you have any comments or any suggestion, do write in, and I will catch you again tomorrow in the Morning Brew. Till then, I like to say bye for today.